Arrangement in Gray and Black Number 1, best known under its colloquial name, Whistler's Mother, is a painting in oils on canvas created by the American-born painter James McNeill Whistler in 1871. The subject of the painting is Whistler's mother, Anna McNeill Whistler. The painting is 56.81 by 63.94 inches. Displayed in a frame of Whistler's own design. It is exhibited in and held by the Musée d'Orsay in Paris, having been bought by the French state in 1891. It is one of the most famous works by an American artist outside the United States. It has been variously described as an American icon and a Victorian Mona Lisa. Anna McNeill Whistler posed for the painting while living in London with her son at Cheyne Walk, Chelsea. Several unverifiable stories relate to the painting of the work. One is that Anna Whistler acted as a replacement for another model who couldn't make the appointment. It is also said that Whistler originally envisioned painting the model standing up, but that his mother was too uncomfortable to pose standing for an extended period. Another story associated with the painting is that Whistler called upon his beautiful young neighbor, Helena Amelia Lindgren, of number 5 Lindsay Road, to sit in Anna's place when she grew too tired. Well into her old age, Helena talked of secretly modeling for Whistler, who was especially enamored of her hands. According to a surviving letter of 1935, now in the possession of Helena's great-great-grandson, David Charles Manners, Anna had first called on the Lindgrens to ask that Helena's older sister, Christina, be her stand-in. However, Christina's mother, Eliza Lowney Waters, forbade it. Ever a free spirit, Helena secretly offered herself instead and modeled for the portrait without her mother's knowledge. The work was shown at the 104th Exhibition of Royal Academy of Art in London, 1872, after coming within a hair's breadth of rejection by the Academy. This episode worsened the rift between Whistler and the British art world. Arrangement was the last painting he submitted for the Academy's approval, although his etching of Old Putney Bridge was exhibited there in 1879. The sensibilities of a Victorian-era viewing audience would not accept what was apparently a portrait being exhibited as an arrangement, hence the addition of the explanatory title Portrait of the Painter's Mother. From this, the work acquired its enduring nickname of simply Whistler's Mother. After Thomas Carlyle viewed the painting, he agreed to sit for a similar composition, this one titled Arrangement in Gray and Black Number 2. Thus, the previous painting became by default Arrangement in Gray and Black Number 1. Whistler eventually pawned the painting, which was acquired in 1891 by Paris Musée du Luxembourg. Whistler's work, including this one, had attracted a number of imitators, and numerous similarly posed and restricted color palette paintings soon appeared, particularly by American expatriate painters. For Whistler, having one of his paintings displayed in a major museum helped attract wealthy patrons. In December 1884, Whistler wrote, "Just think, to go and look at one's own picture hanging on the walls of Luxembourg, remembering how it had been treated in England, to be met everywhere with deference and respect, and to know that all this is a tremendous slap in the face to the Academy and the rest. Really, it is like a dream." As a proponent of arts for art's sake, Whistler professed to be perplexed and annoyed by the insistence of others upon viewing his work as a portrait. In his 1890 book, The Gentle Art of Making Enemies, he wrote, "Take the picture of my mother, exhibited at the Royal Academy as an arrangement in gray and black. Now that is what it is. To me it is interesting as a picture of my mother, but what can or ought the public do to care about the identity of the portrait?" The image has been used since the Victorian era, especially in the United States, as an icon for motherhood, affection for parents, and family values in general. For example, in 1934, the U.S. Post Office issued a stamp engraved with a stylized image of Whistler's mother, accompanied by the slogan, "In memory and in honor of the mothers of America." Both Whistler's mother and Thomas Carlyle were engraved by the English engraver Richard Josie. In the borough of Ashland, Pennsylvania, an 8-foot-high statue based on the painting was erected by the Ashland Boys Association in 1938 during the Great Depression as a tribute to mothers. The image has been repeatedly appropriated for commercial advertisements and parodies, such as doctored images of the subject watching a television, and sometimes accompanied by captions such as "Whistler's mother is off her rocker." In summing up the painting's influence, author Martha Tedeschi has stated, "Whistler's Mother, Wood's American Gothic, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, and Edvard Munch's The Scream have all achieved something that most paintings, regardless of their art historical importance, beauty, or monetary value, have not. They communicate a specific meaning almost immediately to almost every viewer. These few works have successfully made the transition from the elite realm of the museum visitor to the enormous venue of popular culture." Okay, guys, we are all done with this mom. I hope you enjoyed the small little history lesson behind it, and I think it turned out pretty good. If you like videos like this, tell me in the comments, and I will make more. I love doing old paintings. This is just so much fun. And this certain canvas was purchased at the dollar store. I love using cheap materials because it shows anybody who wants to paint, you do not need really expensive stuff to really get down and start painting. Only thing you need is some time and a bit of effort. So this painting will also be available on my eBay account for a small amount of time. I can only leave it up there for about 30 days and then we'll take it down. And if you want it back up, like if you, let's say you missed it and you watch this video later on after 30 days have passed and you want it back up, just say in the comments that you want and I'll put it back up for you. So that's basically it. This certain painting is worth $30 million, and it's a lot of fun to have something like that in your own home, done with your own brush. It's a lot of fun. So like I say on all my videos, I'm an author. Check my books and the links back in my channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. And if y'all like this one, tell me if y'all have any suggestions for another old-fashioned painting. Okay, guys. Bye.